Greetings and salutations, family. Happy Saturday. I hope all is well. I'm just going to hop on real quick and make some quick dinner. Now, oh man, hold on. Let me check and make sure that we have sound. YouTube be doing me dirty. Let's check and make sure we have sound. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're not doing me dirty. They're not doing me dirty. Okay. Uh-oh. So let's put the mic in. I'm not going to be long. Great. Greetings, Elisa. Not gonna be long, you all. Y'all know y'all. I'll say I'm not gonna be long and my long-winded ass, but I'm just making my last two pieces of fish. I'm making my last two pieces of fish, so I already cleaned them. I'm going to go ahead and season them. Do you know that not Croaker, what's that place called? Where do I want to put that on last? Um, Walmart, because I got these from Walmart, right? They were frozen. Do you know that they don't sell these anymore? I literally just got these like maybe like a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't know. I buy fish and then it just sits in my freezer. I try not to eat it too much. But yeah, it does have a lot of bones, right? But the bones are pretty big. So what I do is, I make sure that I take my time when I'm eating the fish. Red snapper is my favorite. Mine is butterfish. Now, I never had butterfish until I went to the Gambia, but holy crap sticks. Butterfish is absolutely delicious. Delicious. And it's the most ugliest piece of fish in the world, as far as I'm concerned. When they showed it to me, I was like, ah! Now, I'm a city girl, right? This is cilantro seasoning. I'm going to put some lime on here, the lime juice. Let's see. Okay, that's probably too much, but if you watch me cook, then you know this girl does not measure anything. Okay, and her food comes out really good. Um, Now you all wouldn't know that, right? Because you're just looking at it. You're like, girl, we can't taste your food. What the hell? You might be lying. Many of them YouTubers just be lying. But no, my food be tasting. I mean, I cook it with love, and it tastes good. I may not know what I'm doing all the time, but ask and ye shall receive. So I went to Walmart. They didn't have any more croaker fish. So I wanted some more fish. I had to buy, I think it was whiting, because I am going to make some fish tacos this week. I don't know what day, but one of these days I'm going to make some fish tacos. So if I just make the fish and have everything to the side, then I'm good to go. As long as the fish is made, that's what would take the longest for me to make a fish taco. Okay. I'm going to also doctor up some rice. So what I'm having for dinner is fish. This is going to be baked fish. I still have some brown rice. So I'm going to do something with this rice. You all are going to see me experiment in this daggone kitchen. Greetings, RH. That butterfish is so good. Smallmouth bass, J Cat says. Bass is expensive, isn't it? Right? I live inland, so a lot of the fish is a little expensive. I do love the red snapper. It is a little bit more expensive. Um, it's just expensive here in Arizona, period, because we're inland. So everything has to be shipped in, and fish does get to be a little bit expensive. But I do love white fish. I love white fish. I wanted to get some cod, but cod is expensive as well. And if I'm going to get cod, then I'm going to go to Sprouts and I'm going to get it fresh and I'm going to cook it that day. I don't want to buy it frozen. But yeah, I bought some white fish. I'm going to make some tacos. So only thing I'm putting on this fish is onions. It's going to be baked just like the other one. Yes, halibut. That is what what's his name? Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay. They're always making halibut on Hell's Kitchen. So I might be putting too much on here, but it's okay. All of this is flavor. And I'm going to bake this in my Ninja air fryer like last time. I am going to so I put the seasoning on there. I might put a little bit of water inside this just so it doesn't stick. I didn't put any oil. It's okay. If it comes out white, it comes out white. I put a little bit of water so it'll steam. I need to put some. I have become that person that put freaking cilantro on everything. But cilantro goes and some, oh, it's starting to wither. This one is starting to wither. It's okay. I do want to make some homemade soup. I just can't do it today. Today I have to do hair. Today I have to do my hair. I have to redo the front and back. And I'm watching a show. Um, my neighbor always gives halibut and king salmon during the summer when he goes. See, when he goes fishing. Those are the type of friends you need, right? Those are the type of friends I need. Is that enough water? I think that's enough water. Let me get the tray. Let me cut this on. I think I only need to bake it for on 12. Was it 12 minutes? Damn it, I just made this the other day. I forgot that daggone quick. Okay. We're going to put it on here. And this is going inside the Ninja air fryer. I'm going to put a little bit more water in here. Just a little bit. I've been watching the Tanner Horner Athena Strand, the FedEx driver. And, I saw it on the news, but I really didn't. There's so many things that are happening, right? So many active criminals. And a few videos popped up in my feed this morning. And as I was getting dressed to go to Zumba, yes, your girl went to Zumba. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't do a lot, but I went to Zumba. I'm there with my golden girls, just testing my body just to see how this knee is doing. So people say, you young, you still young. I'm like, well, freaking tell my body that, please. Would you just tell my body that I'm young and I'm still young? Please, just tell them that. So I'm putting this in here. I think I put it in for 12 minutes last time. It's on 400. And now it's time I'm going to cut this up because I'm going to put these onions right in here because I'll be using those. I'll put these onions right in here with the cilantro. And now, oh, that doesn't go there. I want to cut this up. Now, if you all follow me back in the day, then you would know I don't have a lemon. I put lime juice. I don't have a lemon. Or do I have a lemon? Are these lemons or oranges? I'm not sure if this is a lemon or orange or yeah. So I put lime juice. Yeah. I didn't make it last time with the lemon and it came out delicious. So halibut tacos are delicious. I made some fresh pico to go on them with my children. They love it. Are you going to add the rice? Yes. So the rice I'm going to cook on the pan. I'm going to heat that up on the pan. I'm going to throw some cilantro in there, some onions. I'm just going to try to doctor up this rice. I might put a little bit of this in the and the rice as well. I if you follow me before, I used to eat directly from Dr. Sebi's list, and I will only eat from that list, right? Yes, I was in the kitchen a lot, like I am now, because I was making mostly everything from scratch. But this is not on his list. This is not approved because they say the broccoli is not real. I'm not gonna lie and say broccoli hasn't changed the way it looked, the way it used to look growing up. It has. It has. Now I want to kind of like steam this. Ooh, where's my rice maker? I could steam these in my rice maker. Oh, okay. So in my mind, I'm going to cut up a few of these, but they look so beautiful, right? Like they should be steamed. They look so gorgeous. So I just want to steam them. Um, but I am going to cut up a few. I'm going to put them in here because they will be steamed and they will be eaten with something this week, right? Um, but I'm going to cut up these and I'm going to put it inside the rice. Now I should take these and put it in my soup. But I just want, what do they call it? Like the broccoli florets. Oh shoot, Shantae. You should have rinsed this before you started chopping it up like that. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna put all of the broccoli in there. I'm just gonna rinse it. Let me just rinse this real quick. I'm going to rinse it and then I'm gonna put all of this inside the rice. Well, what do I smell that's burning? Oh, maybe I should put some water on the tray. It smells like something's burning, but I'm like, I put water inside. I made that fish so quick yesterday, the other day, and it came out so quick. I mean, came out so good. And what I noticed, I'm just putting water on the pan. Um, it's never smelled like that, so I wanted to make sure. I'm like, what the hell is burning? But when I make things quickly and I really don't pay attention to what I'm doing, I'm just going through the motions. That's when the ish comes out so freaking good. I'm like, really? Dang blasted. Okay, so I'm rinsing this broccoli now. I'm going to rinse that afterwards. I love broccoli too. Normally, I would be excited about rice, but had too much of it all week. No more rice. I know that's right. You know, being with someone from a different country, rice is everything. Rice is everything to. Oh shit, that's hot. Why did I do that? Rice is everything to um, people from the Middle East. Um, I think rice is a big thing for Spanish people too, for Latin people, right? I love me some damn Spanish rice. Woo, I'm so happy I don't know how to make that. But I don't eat rice a lot. I can eat potatoes, but I don't eat rice a lot. But since I had this leftover rice, I said, let me just go ahead and make this since that was the original plan. The original plan was to eat the rice, the brown rice, the rice. Gambians be like, what do they say? I love rice. They can't live without their damn rice. Okay. Even if they're eating pasta, they like, I want rice. I'm like, Jesus, don't you know what you're doing to your body? So the original meal was supposed to have been with rice. So since I have some left over, I'm like, okay, let me just cut this up. And I bought some broccoli because I'm making some homemade soup again. Yep. I don't care that it's hot. Shoot. I don't care that it's hot. I'm going to eat my soup. I know what's in it. I'm getting my nutrients. I put some, what was it? Black bean? Better Good. I think that's the name of the company. Better Good. It was at Walmart, right? And they have some black bean soup. So I was like, oh, let me take a picture of that. What's in here? Oh, I can make that. excuse me. So instead of like my last soup was the red kidney beans, I put that in there. So this time I can put some black beans in there. And I might be able to put black beans and the kidney beans in the soup. I already made my tomato soup, right? I mean the tomato sauce. I already have that. So instead of me using tomato paste, this is going right in that rice. Instead of me using tomato paste, I can just use that sauce as the base, as the paste, as the base. Did y'all catch that? Because I used the paste as the base, but now I just use my sauce as the paste and the base. Play on words, right? But seriously, we use the pasta, the paste as a base, and then we put water and this, that, and third. I feel like, let me check on this fish. Do I have you up too high? Like, what the hell is going on here? I don't know. All right, so here we go. Let me see. Girl, you should have heard them last week about rice. Ooh, white rice with eggs mixed in. I used to eat that back in the day. As a Puerto Rican, rice is a must. Okay, Eddie? Right? As an Asian, rice is a must, right? My mother and them, my grandmother used to make rice so much that my mother's like, I am not eating rice. Not my mother. My mom will eat rice here and there, but my aunt, oh, she says she hates rice. She hates rice. My grandmother used to make it so much. But I used to eat white rice with eggs. My mother used to make that for us when we were younger. Yep. Okay, so let's move on over here. Let's move on over here. Okay. I have so much to do, but I'm just like, I have my soup. I have my zucchini soup. I have my fish. So as long as I have a few meals, I always used to joke with my mother. I'm like, oh, I'm eating my last dinner, the last dinner, because it's the last dinner of what I have made for the week. It's Saturday. So now it's time for my ass to cook again. But I don't necessarily have the time. I need to do my hair. I need to do some other things. All weekend, last weekend, I was cooking. I was like, that will not happen again. Right? Okay, so I cut this on. We have the rice here, but I'm putting the rice in last. I'm going to, at first, I'm going to throw, I don't want to throw oil in here, but I'm going to throw a little oil in here because I need for certain things to cook. So I'm going to put the onions in here. That way it has like a sauteed, not rusty flavor, but we know burnt onions or sauteed onions makes everything taste better. And to think that I didn't used to eat onions. There were a lot of things when I was unhealthy that I didn't eat. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I see some of the people I know now are the pickiest eaters, but they're the most unhealthiest. So I know that me changing my eating habits and changing my lifestyle almost 20 years ago, June will be 20 years, it also changed my taste buds. I love carrots now. I didn't used to like carrots. Celery, I still don't like raw celery. I can't vibe with that, right? Some people love celery with what do they eat it with? Peanut butter. I'm like, oh my God, I hate celery. But cooked, I love cooked celery. I am not making butter chicken. I don't know how to make that. Valiant whiz. But I'm making some, I'm doctoring up my brown rice. So in my mind, I'm making cilantro rice. But maybe I'm making vegetable rice because I even want to throw the little bit of, remember the zucchini that I made? I even want to throw that in at the end. So I guess I'm making some type of vegetable rice. I'm throwing some broccoli in there. I don't know, y'all. Y'all know how we be making them struggle meals? Well, consider this a struggle meal. I am struggling too. Um, I ain't rich, but I'm just joking though. I'm just making, I guess, vegetable rice for the first time. We're gonna see how this comes out. I want to throw. I don't even know what I should be throwing in there at what time, right? I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it. We're gonna put this broccoli in here. I'm gonna turn this pot down, this stove down, because I'll be cooking everything on high. Like some people say, you're cooking like a man. I'm like, well, damn. I don't know. You know how some men just think that if I just turn it up high, it's gonna cook fast. Well, it is gonna cook fast, but it may not be done, right? It is gonna cook fast, but it may not cook. All right, so I kind of smell the fish. I'm gonna check on the fish. Right? Yes, I guess I'm making vegan rice, veggie rice, not vegan. Well, I guess it's gonna be vegan. Am I putting anything in here that's non-vegan? Vegetable rice, Valiant Whiz. We just making some vegetable rice. I have some fish in my air fryer, some croaker fish. This week, I hope, well, I keep saying this week. It's probably not going to be until Wednesday. I'm at Thursday, because most Monday through Wednesday is my busiest time ever in my life. So this is why y'all really don't see me Monday through Wednesday. I don't even know my damn name Monday through Wednesday. So I don't know. Now, if I come home one day and I'm like, okay, let me just season this fish, clean the fish, season it, and just throw it in the Ninja air fryer and let it cook real quick, fine. Because once it cooks, we know it doesn't take long for fish to cook. And once it cooks, we're good to go. Throw it in the, uh-oh. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay. Throw it in the tacos, we're good to go, right? And this is the first time I've ever done this, in case you were wondering. Let me throw some veggie broth in there. I'm also going to throw some lime juice, because I told you all I want this rice to be like lime cilantro rice or whatever. Lime cilantro vegetable rice. I'm just making up stuff. Celery is great with cream cheese. I cannot. I made butter chicken this morning. Oh my God, I still can't believe how good it was. Congratulations to you, Valiant Whiz. So that was like, what you making, butter chicken? You are so funny. That would be me. That's something I would say. Like, y'all, I made this. So if I hop on YouTube and you cooking, you must be making some butter chicken, because I made some delicious butter chicken. That is too cute. J-Cat, I can't. Y'all, I am not making this rice. This rice is no good. It smells horrible. Jesus Christ. Now, I'm going to tell you, I was supposed to put that in the freezer. I was supposed to put it in the freezer, and I just forgot. So I'm like, oh, it should still be good. All right, so what else can I make with this? I'll be damned. Well, I guess we're not eating rice, you all. I was just kidding. I was just joking. Do I have now? If I make rice, it's going to take like 45 minutes. This is what I have for the brown rice. This is what I have left, because I told you I don't eat rice like that, right? This is what I have for the brown rice. So I'm going to have to do something else with this. It's just going to be vegetables. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm like the worst chef ever. Okay, so let's regroup. What are we going to do? I have potatoes. Then I guess I'll be making some more fried potatoes and onions. That is what I will be making. I'll be damned. I thought I was going to be quick. Oh, crap sticks. Crap sticks. I guess my body said you don't need no rice in it. I don't know. But I told y'all I don't eat a lot of rice, right? So that rice sat there and I thought it was still good. And it doesn't smell kosher. So it won't be any rice. But I always have a few potatoes. So I will be making fried potatoes and onions. Now I could probably make some mashed potatoes, but I don't want mashed potatoes. I love fried potatoes and onions. So that's what I'll be making. So let me move y'all back over here. Let me cut this off. Messed up my whole little dish. It's like, girl, you should have checked rice to see if it was good. I thought it was all good. It was all good just a week ago. It was all good just a week ago. So we have some potatoes here. Let me cut these potatoes up. How many more potatoes do I have? There's 3 more in here. Let me use this big fat one. I should just cut them all up. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make a nice, and it's only 2 more left, right? I'm going to make a nice dish, a nice pot of fried potatoes and onions. So that way I can have some more food for the week. So I have, since I'm not eating chicken and turkey, thank you, Jesus. I wish I had a compost because I will put this in the compost. I should keep this, right? I should keep this and put it in my soup. What do you all think? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you think I should keep this and put it in the soup when I make my vegetable soup, because I am going to make some more vegetable soup. That soup was banging, y'all. Now I see. Thank you, white people. I don't know, like, I didn't grow up eating soup for dinner, right? But I think that's how people can keep their weight low. Those are low-calorie meals. And I can make it how I want it. Yes. I never thought that I would be in this kitchen making vegetable soup and tofu scramble, but I know when I cut certain quick things out, chicken, right? We will make our meals based around meat. But what do you do when you don't eat meat anymore? You have to be more creative in the kitchen. So is this the, yes. Let me check on this fish. Fish, what you look like. Ooh. You're looking good. You're looking good. How did Martin say? You looking good. Look how you looking. I forgot how he said it. So I am in the kitchen more. But with these meals, like, I can go ahead and, oh, please don't roll off the, all right, so let's do you this way. Let's do it. Let me turn this up a little bit. You need to buy Knorr rice packet. Oh, that's the, that is, you can get very creative with soup. Yes, you can. Dang it. Now, why did you throw that in there? You know, I do see the Knorr rice packets at Dollar Tree, and I really don't eat rice that much. So it's like, I don't know. I always forget to get rice. Like, sometimes I have to have a taste for it. And I had a taste for it, and it was like, well, maybe not today. So I'll just make some fried potatoes and onions, and I will basically have the same meal I had, just with a different vegetable. Oh, man. Come on, Win. I need you to blow. It's getting hot. I have the window open. I have the balcony door open, and I just feel heat. Okay, there you go, God. There you go. Thank you. You sent me a little breeze. But I was able to go to the gym today, and they were like, "Girl, where the hell you been?" Oh God! And then because I was 5 minutes late, what happens? I end up in the front of the Zumba class. And if you know me and you know Zumba, then you know Tay Tay is always in the back. You can put me in the back because baby will be in the back doing whatever the hell she want to do. But I had to be in the front this morning, and I wasn't. I was like, all right. Then I was in the corner and I couldn't really see. So I'm like, do y'all mind if I just stand here? They were like, no, we want you to dance in front of us. I'm like, oh, Jesus. But it was nice. It was nice. I am going to request that she put just a little bit more salsa, in her playlist. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What up, East Coast? What up, East Coast? I'm a Jersey girl. I was dancing with one of my Jersey girls today. She said, "Oh, I just came back," because when I saw her, I was like, "Hey, Jersey girl." She was like, "I just came back from New Jersey. I was there for a whole month," and she was like, "We had spring." When she said she was there for a whole month, you should have saw my face. I was like, "Ooh," because when I talk to my mom, she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's cold, it's raining, the pollen." I'm like, "Oh, I miss the East Coast, seeing certain things, but I don't miss the East Coast, if that makes sense. I love it out here too much. The weather, yes, it gets hot as hell. We feel like we are in hell. Maybe June, July, sometimes May. I saw the people in the pool today. I'm like, it's not hot enough for me to be in the pool. It's not hot enough, y'all. And then most of the time, the girls are just out there tanning. I'm like, I got an all year round tan. I don't have to worry about that. But then what I do love, y'all, okay, this may sound real foul, but what I do love is when I go to the pools at the complex where I live, wherever I live, right? When I go there and they see, they could be there having a good time, la 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 la, right? Everybody's singing the the Smurf theme song, right? When I get there, oh wait, I gotta leave. They all leave. Now, should I be mad? Hell no. Cause then I have the whole pool to myself. I'm like, I don't even get mad. I don't know. You don't want to be in the pool with me? Good. I have the whole pool to myself. I can do my water routine. I can swim. I can run back and forth. Now, why is there hair? I rinsed these damn. This is not even my goddamn hair. Oh, Jesus, help me, Lord. All right, let me rinse you off 25 more times. Okay. All right. It's kind of grossing me out. So I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm like, whatever. So I'm hoping it's like that since I moved here once I go and get in a pool, right? Because most of the time, it's either I'm on the weekend and it's like I normally do the classes I think it's at 6 p.m. That way people are home. It's the sun is going down, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what my schedule is gonna be like. But I might just go ahead and do it in the morning first. But I don't want to do it early in the morning or a Saturday. People be mad as hell, like, yo, she really out there with that loud ass music on a Saturday morning. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but people may be out there with their children early in the morning. Children like, I want to go swimming. Like the pool ain't even open yet. Yes, it is. I see somebody out there. So, but that's why I love living out here. I absolutely love living out here. I never thought that I would live out west, but it's nice. And I love Arizona. I like seeing the desert. like being able to go and have a hike and seeing the cacti and the saguaros. I love that. I think it's so beautiful. But then it depends on the person, because I think someone is from, where is she from? Colorado? Denver. I think she's from Denver, Colorado. And she's out here with her husband and her two children. She's funny as hell. She's one of the instructors at the gym. I haven't seen her though. I'm not strong enough to take her classes, so I can't take her classes yet. Um, and then her energy will push me, and then I won't be ready. Um, I'd rather be ready to take her class than not be ready to take her class, because I'll push myself too much, and then I'm like, oh my god, my leg hurt, my arm hurt, my back hurt, my neck hurt, my tongue hurt. So I'm just gonna hold off. But I was like, yeah, it's so beautiful. You should see her face. She was like, I hate it. I'm like, girl, you've been out here longer than I have. I think she's been out here longer than me. I've been out here for 10 years. You can't tell me, nah, nah, you can't tell me nothing. So, but she hates it. Some people hate it. They hate it. Like, but they're out here, I guess, with their spouse, so they have to be here. I'm like, I wouldn't want to be somewhere where I hate, right? I wouldn't want that, but I feel bad for them. I feel bad for her. She's like, I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, girl, you just want to complain because you've been out here for like 35 years. All right, so I did that quick. I ain't playing, y'all, because I cannot. I was in this kitchen all day last week. I said, what in the hell? My whole weekend was cooking, and here I go again. And then they talk about get you a husband and some children. Do you want me to go mad like in the Gambia about the Gambian bullshit? No. Okay, so we have this. Now, girl, you didn't got rid of the damn water. Okay. So this is this. We're good with this. I'll cut up the onion. I didn't realize that I thought I had enough onions. I was like, oh, don't I have another yellow onion? Nope. So I had this one red onion, thank God. And I only have half. Shoot, I don't even have half. We're going to see what happens. For those that cook, don't you just love hearing that? We probably don't even have to cut that hard. I just love hearing it. It makes me feel like I'm really doing something. Chop, 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 chop. I am still waiting for you to cook rattlesnake. Oh, well, I think you're going to be waiting until Jesus come back. J-Cat, like, wait, are you talking to me? It says, hey, Tay from Louisiana. Does that say Lorick? What up? So Louisiana has some nice, tasty, dishes. I don't eat crabs and stuff like that, but I would eat that seafood to have a gumbo. Do y'all put sausages in gumbo? As long as it doesn't have any meat. If I can have a seafood gumbo, I always wanted to eat gumbo. But then once I stopped eating meat and stuff like that, and I definitely don't eat pork, right? So I'm like, oh man. But I would love to go to Louisiana for a seafood crab boil, right? Is that what it's called? Or seafood gumbo. I want to travel just to eat, y'all. Am I wrong? But yeah, JK, you're gonna be waiting until the cows come home or Jesus come back, because me no eat no rattlesnake. My dad from down south, and well, not really down south. Jersey looked at it like down south, but he was trying to give me some raccoon. My mother was like, "You ain't gonna feed my baby no damn raccoon." Thank you, Mom. What the hell, right? Like, so no, I don't. I stay away from the rattlesnakes. Even the rattlesnakes out here. I saw some at the library, but I don't mess with that. Shout out to the people that eat it, but I don't eat like that. That's me. I told you I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat beef. No, I have a sensitive stomach, and I'm not one of those people that will eat a lot of exotic things. When I went to Mexico with my friend, best cod ever, best nail mani and pedicure ever, but she had octopus. She was like, taste it. Y'all should saw how I was looking at her. That was my face. I don't want to taste something octopus. I don't want to taste octopus. But I did taste it, right? I didn't want her to leave me in Mexico. But I did taste it. Greetings, 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 family. Happy Saturday. I hope you click that like button. I am making, now, originally I was supposed to be making some baked fish, some vegetable rice, and then my brown rice that I made, it was bad. It's bad. It stinks. I'm like, ooh, I can't eat that. So I said, well, when in doubt, make some fried potatoes and onions. I think some people may call these smothered potatoes, but I'm going to make some fried potatoes and onions, and we have the vegetables mixture, and I'm going to mix that up with the zucchini that I have. So I'm going to cut that. And I'm happy that I'm making these potatoes, because if I didn't make them, honestly, they would have just went bad. Because you see, some of it has a little black in it. I'm just cutting it out. Just cut it out. Just cut it out. It's still a potato and it's still edible. Right? Okay. All right. Do I see any more? I see one more that has a black dot on it. And it's like the smallest black dot ever, right? Okay. So we're going to make some fried potatoes and onions. And then I'm going to heat up the vegetables on the side. I'm a lot hungry. I've been snacking. I had 2 of my freaking snack boxes. Did you all see? That's what I was making yesterday. I was supposed to take a picture and show y'all, and I don't think I did that. Shame on you, Tay Tay. So this is what I made yesterday. I made 4 of these. Right? I cut up my carrots yesterday. We have the olives, my cherry tomatoes, the ones that's left over, some cucumbers. This is some of the pears that was left over. I have eaten 2 of these today. I ate the first one when I left the gym, and my body was like, ha 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 ha. Right? It just straight laughed at me. They said, what the hell is this? What the hell you think this is? I'm like, well, is this not food? Is this not food? It's like it's not enough food. So, oh my God, J-Cat. Did you eat it? Okay, so I'm assuming that you hunted it. So you, oh my God. What is potato baked, Mandy? Seafood needs to be fried if I'm touching it. Eddie Rodriguez, I can't eat like that. If I eat like that, I'm gonna be back at my 244 pounds. So I was gonna saute the fish, but I just I think it was MK. Someone in here named MK said, one of the subscribers, they said, oh, I would bake it. I was like, you know what? That's what I should do. It's healthier for me. Let me go ahead and bake it. So, and I baked it and it came out delicioso. So I said, you know what? That's a score. That's a score. So let me get another pan. Now I probably don't need this big ass pan, but I just want to make sure I have enough room. So we're about to make these fried potatoes and onions. So we put some oil in the pan. Okay, is that too much oil? Y'all, I told y'all I don't measure anything, okay? We put some oil in the pan. We're gonna let that heat up. I need to cut up the rest of the onion. This is not good. This is all the onion I have, y'all. All the onion I have. Wow, Mandy, you're from Australia, watching from Australia. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wait, hold on. Eddie Rodriguez says, I remember eating rabbit and hating it. If it had a strange taste. You know, in the Gambia, oh, gator snakes. Jesus, J Cat. I can't do it. I can't do it. I remember in the Gambia, they were talking about um, one of the women came, she said she came home and the guys had caught a rat, right? A rat. A rata. Is that a word? And they were eating it. They caught a crocodile, a baby crocodile, and we saw pictures and they just took it to go cook it and eat it. I don't I don't know. I don't know. Now some Gambians were looking at them like, what are we, savages? We not supposed to be eating that? And I don't know. I've seen Muslims sit down and eat pork together. I'm like, I thought Muslims don't eat pork. Oh, okay. All right. But I don't, I stay away from that. Because in my mind, I stopped eating Chinese food because they kept saying, is that General Tso's? Is that really chicken? And I'm like, we be chewing. And I don't, in my mind, I had just bought it. They delivered it to the house. My mom started playing tricks on me. I had just paid $8-9 for that. And I threw it in the garbage and never ate it, never ate General Tso's again. But now, how in the world do they make gator steaks? Gator steaks? Wow. The tiny bones gross me out. Okay. Let me see. All right, let me. Fish and lobster is cool. I only like to eat the fish with gills. I try to stay away from they call them, I don't know, do they call them bottom feeders? I don't want to be disrespectful to people that eat it. But I don't eat, I try not to eat shrimp, catfish. What are those little red things? I don't eat those. Someone took me to an event out here. She always used to invite me to stuff and then treat me bad. And I met her raggedy ass at church. Oh God, these people. That's okay. They're gonna be in my short story book. Cause I can't. I don't know what the hell. I'm nice to people. People be treating me bad. Then when I call them out, they're like, "Why are you being mean?" I'm like, "But you were mean to me. You were older than me. You were being mean to me." But she invited me somewhere. I think it was crawfish, and I was like, I couldn't eat it. She was like, "Just eat it." I was like, "I told you I don't eat this," and I was really strict at first. Y'all, this is all the onions I have. So this is not. What in the hell am I doing here? We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make it work. It's not enough. Make it enough. Maybe I should make the potatoes and the onions, right? Cook those and then mix this mixture, right? This is broccoli, cilantro, and red onions. And then I have some more cilantro here. I'm going to throw that in there. I'm just going to throw it in there. I told y'all I put cilantro on everything. It's like Frank's hot sauce. I put that shit on everything. And then I'm going to put those in there as well. So it's just going to be it was supposed to be vegetable rice. It's going to be vegetable potatoes. I don't know. Right. But I don't think I've ever had squid. I tasted her octopus. It wasn't bad. It's not something that I would choose to order if I went out. And Gambians only fry fish. They fry everything. They fry everything. Gambia is a country in West Africa. They fry everything. So one of the reasons why I gained weight there also is because I stopped eating what I know to eat, which is they made fried fish, or if they had grilled fish, right? I always got to pay extra for salad. I'm like, y'all ninjas don't eat vegetables. This is Africa. What the hell is going on? But I was able to eat potatoes, which they call chips, French fries. I was able to eat fish and chips almost every day, but I was also walking in the hot sun and lifting weights and doing boxing, right, with my gym. So I was burning way more than I was taking in. Once I started eating their food, ish went downhill. Rice, fried, oil. I'm like, my stomach was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I can't eat this shit. This is tearing me up. But they'll say, oh, Americans, they eat horribly. Some of us do. Some of us eat better. Some of us do not eat horrible. Some of us have, oh shit, I knew I had another piece of the onion. Look at that. Some of us eat, some of us want to live. None of us are perfect, right? I just had freaking chips and salsa from the salsa I made, okay? So none of us are perfect, but I mean, some of us are perfect when they come to eating. That's just not who I am. But I know that certain things I can't eat. I can't eat. So they have the tiny bones in, what is that? The ladyfish? Horrible. I don't like ladyfish. It has too many tiny bones. I do not like when I go to a restaurant and they only had ladyfish. Now, I ate fish the most in Africa because it was on the water, right? And being a pescatarian at that time, you know, I just wanted fish. I didn't want rice, but most of the time I couldn't go to the local spots to get fish and chips. I had to go to the restaurants, maybe the Lebanese restaurants. Lebanese restaurants, they were selling vegetable, what are those things called? Vegetable patties. I was happy as hell. But you know, in all countries in Africa isn't like that. But I don't want to go to a country where I have issues with eating. And I just never thought, when I went to Namibia, man, it was vegetables and fruit, and it was just, it was different. It was different. So alligators isn't bad. I tried it once. Tastes like chicken. You know, that's what they say. Everything tastes like chicken. The chicken on the side, like, they don't taste like me. We just eat chicken so much. We be like, everything tastes like chicken. That's funny. I can't see myself eating alligator. I'll be like, looking at the plate. This is why it's hard for me to make. Did y'all see when I made that turkey? You saw how much I was cleaning it and how stressed the hell out I was. I was like, oh God, this looks like a big baby. I can't do it. I can't do it. So certain things, my mind is like, you will not be eating that. And if you try to eat it, you're not going to eat it in peace because you're going to be picturing this, you're going to be picturing that. And that would be me if I ate alligator. I think my dad was eating something one day. He was like, you want some? I'm like, absolutely not. I don't want none of that. No. Right? I'm a city girl. I ain't trying to understand that one. Y'all, I'm really going to get some merch made. I'm a city girl. I'm trying to understand. I'm a city girl. I'm not trying to understand that one. That's going to be for something crazy. So if anybody try to come up with merch like that, they're going to know, oh, Tay said it first. But I need to get some things off my plate before I can do pretty much anything else. I will be doing my hair today. I'm going to redo the front using my extensions. And I have to secure it more because my hair, I just crochet the hair through it and then I twist it around a twist that's already there, that's already made. But my hair grew so quick. I was like, well, thank you, Jesus. But I needed this to last for 4 weeks. It did not last for 4 weeks. Layer. Okay, so Mandy is telling me about the potato. Wait, what did she call it? Let me go back. I want to see. She said potato bake. Okay, so now this is how we make potato bake. Let me see. Layer potato on bottom of casserole dish. Sprinkle some cheese, onion, bacon if you like meat, cream, then layer it with potato on top. Keep repeating, and it's so delicious, easy, and a cheap meal. Mandy, that is 1,000,000 calories for me. Let me just show you what I look like so you know why I can't eat the tomato bake. Now, the potato bake. Now, it sounds delicious, okay? Do you see all these rolls, Mandy? This is the biggest roll. This is how I measure my weight loss, right? I can't have potato bake. That's like lasagna though, right? That's how we make lasagna, layering it. It sounds delicious. If I ever come to Australia, I got to go running before I can eat the potato bake. But that does sound absolutely Delicious. Ooh, I think I had caviar one time. I did not like that. I don't even like oysters. My cousin's girlfriend was doing my hair, and she likes to grill out, and she had some oysters, and she came. I was like, I'm hungry, and I didn't want a hot dog, right? She be tearing them oysters up. She loves seafood. So I'm like, well, let me taste it. She was like, huh, open up your mouth. She put it in, don't chew it, just swallow it. What the hell? That was the nastiest thing. I said, bring me a hot dog, please. This is not, oh gosh. So I know that I'm limited when it comes to seafood. Definitely limited. Breaded gator. I heard breaded gator in South Carolina. Oh, wait. So yeah, I think he said he had. Eddie Rodriguez, breaded gator in South Carolina. It was very good. I agree with you. I agree with you. That's Lori. I live in Louisiana, and I don't eat the bottom dwellers like crawfish, crabs, shrimp, etc. They eat all the dead rotting fish and poop on the bottom. I call them the roaches of the ocean. So I try to stay away from them. Calamari, fried calamari. I've heard of that. I know I haven't had it. I'm very bland with the way I eat. You can, it smells really good. Ah. Well, now you're gonna get booted out again, Julius, because I don't know. If I boot you out, it's because you're disrespectful, right? So I guess you just need some attention. Let me see if it's all in here. You see, this is why. This is why you need to be put out, because you just come in here and just whatever. But it's funny that you made another page. You made another page to do this. Y'all, this is mental illness. Julius VZ 2869. This is mental illness. Now, we were talking about the Gambia, we were talking about food, we were talking about that, but you just come in and say, Tay, you keep booting me my names. Why do my name's real, but why do you keep creating different names and different pages to come and just come on here and just harass me? Why don't you get a damn life? And you say I'm nuts. Why don't you get a fucking life? You have an ID. Are you special? Good for you that you have an ID. You see what people are crazy, but that's mental illness. That is mental illness. I'm going to create a different page just to come in and harass you because you keep hiding the other pages. That's stalker behavior. Is that my stalker? I don't know. I know she's a 60-year-old miserable person, and she hates that. She hates anytime when anybody loves me, like shows me love. That's weird, y'all. I think Eddie said weird energy. It's definitely weird. What up, BJ? Okay, Mandy, right? Get the heck out of here. Bye-bye. And it's every time I come on. It's every time I come on. Do you know yesterday when I came on, someone posted my old address? So when I say that people be straight up harassing me, I don't understand why. They say, oh, Tay, you broke, you're struggling channel. Then why do you keep, I don't harass people that I think is beneath me, right? I'm like, oh, well, I'm not thinking about them. But if I'm beneath you, why do you continue to come on my page and harass me? Because you don't see me angry. I mean, I am angry sometimes. But some people hate to see you happy. Okay. All right. So now y'all see what's happening now? I need to just put a little bit of water in here. I was supposed to be covering this up, but I was running my damn mouth. So I cover it up, put some water in here. My mother will be saying, girl, what are you doing? You're not cooking this right. I put a little water in there, cover it up. So that way it kind of like cooks. So, all right, I might have put too much water in there, but it's okay. I need it to cook so these can get softer. Yes. Okay. Oh, God. JK, you know I'm not trying that. Frog legs? No, no, no. No, no, no. I can't do it. Ooh, fried plantains. Yes, I like to eat that for breakfast. I like to eat fried plantains for breakfast. Okay, so whew, I got to take that out. That rice smells horrible. I had it in a container. I'm not going to put this in there so I can put this up because I'm not making the what's the name rice. But one of these days, I'm going to make some brown vegetable rice. Now, I probably would use basmati rice instead of brown rice, or I'll go to Sprouts. That was rosemary, crushed rosemary. Or I'll go to Sprouts and I'll get some. Damn, it's an hour already, y'all. I be saying I'm gonna cook for 30 minutes. Um, get some wild rice. I do like wild rice, and that is what Dr. Sebi tells us to eat, the wild rice. So, and I do know that once I was following Dr. Sebi's list, like I said, I had to cook more in the kitchen. But once I was following that, oh man, my body just felt so much better. Like even now, my digestive system is what is really pushing me to stay on track. My digestive system. My stomach feels slimmer. I don't feel as bloated. Now, yes, I do get this stevel, right? But it's okay. It's because I'm eating a bunch of vegetables. But that's what Beano is for. And if you don't catch the Beano, then you get the other stuff, right? You use the other stuff. Now, I don't want to, I'm cooking this. I wonder if I should go ahead and start making the soup because it doesn't, all I got to do is just throw stuff in there. Okay, let me just go ahead and do that. Where is the sauce? Where are the carrots? The kale? I might as well just start throwing stuff in the soup now. That was the fish. Okay. The carrots, beans. I'm probably just going to put the red beans back in there. Where's the pot? I wanted to make some black-eyed peas, but I don't have time to be in the kitchen. Not that black-eyed peas take time, right? I put them in my crock pot. We good to go. Cook them overnight. And I always make curry black-eyed peas. I don't know. I curry everything. I make curry lima beans. I make curry everything. Ah, you see? Okay. So I normally don't make these with the red onions because, you know, the red onions do cook differently. My mother brought that to my attention the other day, yesterday, but it's okay. That's what I have. That's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm making. We have the carrots. We have the beans. So I'm going to use the red beans because that's what I have in the freezer. I'll put some peppers in there. I have the kale. So right now, I should just go ahead and start. I still didn't do anything with this daggone coconut, which is probably dried out. So I'm going to throw that out. Those are things that I don't actually use them all the time. So I shouldn't have grabbed it. But I was like, oh, I'm going to use it. In my mind, I was going to use it, but that's not what happened. Okay. Let's see. What time? It's almost 5 o'clock. Okay. Let's cut this on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's cut this on. I'm going to put, I should mince the onions for the soup. Y'all, this smells so damn good. Now, the reason why I didn't want to use the purple ones is because it's going to stain the onions. It's going to stain them, but it's nothing I can do about that. I want to mince the onions to put it in the soup. Ooh, now that sounds good. Fried prickly pear. Oh, okay, the red onions put a nice sweet taste to it. Okay. Yeah, I never, but I'm just like, this is what I have. Wait, so fried prickly pear, that's more JCat, that's more of a dessert, right? Because prickly pear is a fruit. Wow, I've never had that. I have never had fried prickly pear. I feel like I have not lived as much as you. I feel like I need to do a little bit more living, JCat. Um, no, I just saw fried pickles the other day. I was like, wait, people make fried pickles? But I think some things are a down south thing, if that makes sense, right? Um, we weren't eating that up north, but I noticed that I was skinnier when we lived up north. I was skinnier in New York. We're skating, we jump in rope, we're always outside. Once I moved down south and all we had was Jesus, 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 and fried chicken and macaroni and cheese and fried tomatoes. Yes, that ish was good, but that slave food made me overweight. So I just find it funny now since I eat better and I exercise and, you know, church people forgot about gluttony. They'll talk about every other sin, but they don't never talk about gluttony for buying those, selling those damn dinners, and none of those things were healthy for us. None of those things were healthy for us. Okay, I gotta wait until that gets hot. Well, actually, how the hell did I make the soup last time? I put the, where is it? Where's the sauce? There it is. So this is the tomato sauce that I made. Just disregard that. Just look at this, right? I just use the same, reuse this jar. But this is the spaghetti sauce that I made, which smells absolutely amazing. So I guess I'm using the whole thing. It's the same as if I was using the tomato paste, right? So if it's not the same, that's what I have told myself. So it's going to be the same. It's not the same. Make it the same. So let's see if this is almost done. Okay. Yes, 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 because you're sticking now. You are sticking now and you smell good. Are you all? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to cut it off. It's sticking. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to put, I'm not going to take it off the heat. I'm just going to put a little water in there so it doesn't stick. I'm going to cover it back up and I'm just going to let some of the potatoes still cook a little bit more. But I did cut the stove off, but the burner is still hot. I absolutely love this stove, and I have been cooking the hell on this stove, and the stove definitely looks different now. Okay, so you said the cactus. Wait, I'm not familiar with this because I know they had the prickly pear in the Gambia. I think Bag asked me to bring them a prickly pear plant. I think someone gave them a prickly pear plant. So they had asked me to bring it over, but I'm not very familiar with the prickly pear. I think I had a piece of the fruit before, but it's just now these are things that I will go and buy in the supermarket. I mean, these are things that I won't go and buy in a supermarket, but if I go to one of those food pantries, now some of y'all probably like, she just messed up them fried potatoes and onions with that damn cilantro. Like the guy with the macaroni and cheese, how he got rich off of that. Well, he got known off of that. He got his 15 minutes of fame. How he was okay, lady. I'm like, oh, well, what the hell? When she put peas in the macaroni and cheese, he was like, no, bring the black lady back. Bring the black lady back. Oh man. Okay, so damn, I do gotta cut this. Okay, so let me just cut it back on, but put it on low because I forgot I needed to heat the rest of the stuff up. Oh, no, no, no. Let me just move this. Let me just move this. Okay. So now we're going to put this in here. We're going to let that warm up. Now, everything in me is telling me, put this in with that. Put this in with that, with the potatoes. But I don't think I should be doing that. But everything is telling me to do that. Just put it in. So what I may do is just mix it up on my plate instead of mixing it up all together. So I have this on low and I'm just heating this up. I'm going to mix this up so it'll be a nice little vegetable, right? This is this, right? The base of this. Let's put some vegetable broth in here. Yes, I went and picked up my veggie broth at Walmart yesterday because I realized I didn't have any. So I stocked up and got 3. And come on, heat it up. Okay, so let's stir this up. And then I'm going to put in, I am going to put some water in here, but this spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce is just the base for my soup. How many of y'all love soup? Right? It's so low in calories. You're trying to lose weight. You make your own soup. You know, do I eat bread here and there if I want some bread? Of course I do. Okay, so I just put some water in there. Of course I do. If I want a piece of bread, I will eat a piece of bread. Piece of French bread with my soup. Sometimes I eat crackers. Now, when I go to bed, do I feel my stomach feel a little full? Yes. Yes. And then I get up and I work out. I'm like, oh, but I don't, it's my stomach is full at night after I eat, but then in the morning I'm fine. So, and basically it's up to you. Now there are some people, my old trainer, she will not eat, she said when she was cooking, if she's cooking, she said, I had one too many she said she had one too many crackers. And I'm looking at her like, this woman, that she's older, she does not have not one piece of fat on her. Yes, listen and put it in. I want to put it together. I think it's going to be so pretty. So I'm rinsing off this broccoli now. I have the onions. I am going to put a few peppers, a few red peppers in my soup. I don't know if you all do that, but I just feel like with soup, you can't go wrong. You just throw everything in there. Just throw the whole damn kitchen in there. So I didn't open the black beans. I have a can of black beans. I haven't made my black beans, but I did make some red kidney beans the other day or other week or whatever. You know, time is nothing to me, y'all. So I will be saying last week, and it could be like 3 or 4 months. Okay. I'm one of those people. But all right, Shantae, don't cut your hair. You gotta do your hair. Damn. These beans won't come apart for SHIT. You hear me? They're like, I don't want to go in that pot. I don't want to go in the pot. Don't put me in the pot. Okay. So I feel like I should just put the whole damn thing in there, right? And I will. Okay. Let me separate this. Okay. And we're going to put this whole thing in there. Oh, is the fish done? I smell it. Yes, you're done. Okay. All right. Okay. And that needs to come off the pan. I don't want you to burn. Okay. All right. So I just put all the beans in there. It's fine. The next one, I'll make a black bean soup. It's okay. So the picture, let me just show you all the picture of the soup that I was talking about. And it said, what was it? Black bean and tomato. Black bean. What did it say? Let me stop lying. Let me not lie. Okay, hold on. No, I don't want that. Right? Southwest roasted tomato and black bean soup, and then tomato, orzo, and spinach soup. So I'm kind of just gonna mix it up, right? I'm going to put some broccoli in here. I don't want to put the whole onions, but I'm putting whole onions in here. I'm doing the lazy way for this soup, okay? Because I don't have a lot of time. It's already 5 o'clock. It's gonna take me like maybe 3 hours to do my hair. So yeah, but it's okay because I'm looking at something. I'm looking at something on YouTube, y'all, in regards to the Athena Strand, right? The 7-year-old that was unalived by the dude, by the FedEx driver. So I saw a few videos this morning while I was getting up, getting dressed, and I said, what is this? And I'm intrigued. So someone is doing a video, and let me bring you back over here because I don't have enough room. And then I'm gonna plate my food so you all can see that, and then I'm gonna go. And I may go live later once I get situated when I'm doing my hair, just in case anybody want to look at this with me, right? I've never had mushroom soup. I've never had mushroom soup. So honestly, I just started eating mushrooms within the past 20 years, almost 20 years, once I changed my eating habits. Okay, so let me put this here. Okay, all right, cut that off. Oh, I need this to go in here. So I am gonna have to put some more water in here, which is fine, but I'm gonna put the kale in here as well. Hold on, let me see. I hope you're doing well, Mandy. So Mandy says, I just got out the hospital yesterday and I'm supposed to be on a liquid diet for 3 weeks till I have operational bowel. Soup is all I can eat. Oh, well, I'm happy. I'm really happy that you are enjoying this. And I wish you a speedy recovery, right? And we don't have to, when you can get back to a regular, normal diet, just still incorporate soup into your diet. So one of the things I'm 45, well, I'm lying, I'm 46, I'll be freaking 47 in freaking July. But one of the things I was told when I went to go get my colonoscopy is incorporate more fiber into my diet, right? Now, I know when I do go see my doctor, I don't want to get on the scale. I don't like getting on the scale. But I do know that they may say, huh, you lost weight? I don't know. Right? They may say that I lost weight. I still have not gotten on the scale because I feel like if I get on the scale and the numbers are not what I want them to be, it's going to be a little depressing. Does that happen to anyone else? I just stay off the scale. The gym I used to go to, they're like, just stay off the damn scale. But I also know, if I'm honest with myself, when I lose weight and when I gain weight, it's based off of what I'm putting in my digestive system. So they told me, oh, increase your fiber, and now that's what I have done. I have fully increased my fiber intake, eating more beans, eating more vegetables. Oh. Drinking my water. I think y'all know I love water. Oh, wait. Oh, I think that was too cold. It went down too quick. I got like a chest freeze. You've been torturing yourself watching food shows in the hospital when I was not allowed to eat for 3 days. It's a lot. And people don't do my hair at 5:30, 5:06. Okay. All right. It's 5:06. So I have some time. All right, so let's cut up these vegetables and get this soup in here because either way, this has to be done, right? I'm putting kale in here instead of spinach. I'm putting some kale and it'll all boil down. It'll boil down. I'm going to put some more water in there. And I'm going to put the broccoli in there. And what else are we putting in here? I have the carrots. What else did I put in? Oh, see, I put potatoes in there last time. But I'm not putting potatoes in the soup this time because I don't have any more potatoes. But let's put these carrots in here. I still have my beautiful salad from yesterday. Okay. I feel like I don't have as many vegetables to put in this vegetable soup. Oh, the string beans. That's what you forgot. Excuse me. That's what you forgot. Okay. We're going to rinse these string beans and put those in there. I froze those. Those are the ones that I got from the church. I had to freeze them because I knew I wasn't going to eat all of them. So a lot of my vegetables and fruit, I freeze because if I don't, they're going to go to waste. And that's not what I want. So I'm still going to rinse these. I have some more. I'm going to rinse some of these. I also have some more cilantro that I'm going to put in there. Because we know cilantro is absolutely delicious in soup. I know that now. I didn't know it before. I know it now. So I'll put those in there. I'm going to cut up the broccoli. Okay, I put this in here. I am going to put some I'm going to put, oh, I forgot the garlic. That's what you forgot to put in your soup. Okay. Just going to put a little bit because a lot of this stuff is already in. Where's the garlic? A lot of this stuff is already in the soup. I mean, in the tomato mixture, right? My tomato paste, my tomato sauce mixture. But because I'm putting more ingredients in here, I'm probably going to need a little bit more seasoning. Do you agree? I'm putting more water in there. I'm putting more, well, I'm adding water to it. I'm adding veggie broth, all those things that I'm adding. I think I need a little bit more seasoning. So I will probably put in, I put the garlic in there. I'm probably going to put in just some Italian seasoning, right? I don't need anything extravagant. Where is the Italian seasoning? Is this it? Yes. I'm just going to put some Italian seasoning in here. And I think that's all I'm going to put in the soup. I put a little salt in there. Just a little bit. Okay. And if you want to see what I'm doing, I'm going to put these in there as well. Wait, am I supposed to put those in there now? Oh, well, I'll put them in there. So, crap. Okay. And I want this to simmer. Let's put some more water in here. So it will cover the vegetables and cover the beans. I need to put some carrots in here. I have the carrots that I peeled yesterday. So this is what it looks like so far. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I love doing, Mandy. I love cooking, but I love making healthier dishes because I'm getting older and I know that I can't eat the way I used to. You know, if I have a fried fish sandwich here and there, okay. Maybe once every 2 weeks, once a month, okay. But most of the time, because I am getting older, I have to eat a certain way, right? For those who are, that's probably everyone, um, African American. I used to watch, what was that show called? With Woody Allen. Is his name Woody Allen? I don't think that's his name. Um, he was on the show. He had three sons and the tool guy. What was his name? What's his name? He had, okay, so back in the day, he had a show. I thought I cut my phone down. He had a show. He also played Woody on, I know the deadline is coming. I know. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. So he played Woody on Toy Story. Tim Allen. I think his name is Tim Allen. There you go. You see? As soon as I got it, y'all help me out. Well, you helped me out before then. I just didn't get a chance to look at the screen. Tim Allen. So he had the home improvement with the three boys, and then he had the show with the three girls, right? Last Man Standing. That show was funny as hell. But in any of these shows that are with a husband and a wife, most of the time, what is the wife trying to do? She's trying to get him to eat just a little bit better, right? He can make it if he tried. So I always remember that. And this is the first time that I remember being the age of 46. And I want to live. My high school friend died at the age of 40 something. Well, she was 40, not 40 something. She was 40 years old, right? She had cancer. She had a pain in her leg. You know, it was just a pain in her leg. It was constant. And what did she think? She thought that it was just because she was overweight. And come to find out she had cancer. They ended up cutting off, amputating her leg to the knee, right? So most of the time she was bedridden. And we went our separate ways because we chose different walks of life. And when she did have like communions for her daughter, her stepdaughter, whatever the relationships was around there, it was just a hot triangle mess. That's what it was. And she accepted it. I didn't. So I went on about my business, but not because of that, but because of other things. She was raising my goddaughter a way that I didn't agree with. A boyfriend at 13, he's spending the night, you going to work. What the hell you think is going on? But her parents her mom and her stepdad was so strict with her that she was very lenient with her children. And, you know, those are her children. She raised them how she wants. And I guess it's good that she did stay home and drink with her daughter and stuff like that, because she died at 40. So she never got a chance to do those things with her daughter. You know what I mean? But I started eating a different way. So when I used to come to the communions or any parties that she had at her house, she was like, "Oh, Shantae, you gonna eat this?" I'm like, "No, I don't eat I don't eat that." And you know, her daughter at that time was like, she said something like, the mother was like, "Oh, you should eat. I ain't trying to be fat like y'all." I said, "Fat like who?" She said, "Fat like my mom." I'm like, "Look, because you ain't going to disrespect me, little ass girl." Right? These people, and the mom didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. So I knew she wanted to lose weight, but she didn't know how, you know. But I decided to start eating right, start exercising. So my life changed. But I felt bad because I feel like if someone would have taught her how to eat, then she would have lost weight. I'm not going to say she wouldn't have got cancer. I'm not going to say any of those things. But you know, if you're already heavy and then you're bedridden, it's not going to be pretty, right? You're going to gain weight. I know I gained weight based off of the dog attacking me and Stella. where I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do the way I used to in the gym because of my knee. I know that. So imagine not having that leg. So it's just, I want to live. And I go to the gym with 50, 60, 70, 80. The instructor that teach piloxing, she's 80, I think Jean is 80 years old. And when I went to Zumba yesterday, they told me, one of the women was like, oh, Jean hurt herself. I was like, what? I can't go in the morning, right? So I don't see them as much as I used to, as on the weekends or stuff like that. They changed the schedule, so I don't see them as much. And she's 80, and they said she broke her hip, and I was so sad. And they were like, she'll be back. I'm like, I know. These instructors will get their knees done. They will get their feet done, not their feet. They're gonna have knee surgery. They're gonna have hip surgery, whatever. And then next thing you know, they be back in the gym. Why? Because they've been doing this their whole damn life. When you've been doing this your whole life, it becomes a part of your life, just like cooking and eating. And this is what I want. I've been doing it for 20 years, so this is a part of my life. I wouldn't know what to do if I couldn't go to the gym. I wouldn't know what to do. Even if I couldn't walk. Oh, well, get my ass in the water, right? I'm going to do something. I need that exercise. You only get one life. Don't cut it short. 40 is still very young. Thank you. This is what they all tell me at the gym, but I don't feel that young, right? The more responsibilities I have, the more older I feel. But I do, my body may not work as best as others. And when I say that, that means that, we all have something going on with us. Some of us may just be body perfect, never had any really health issues, never had any trauma to their body. I cracked the bone in my ankle when I was younger. So, there's certain things that limit me. And I know my limitations, but it's not going to stop me. But I also know, trauma. Now I have trauma to my knee. So I have to try to work that out. My age, 46, is still young. For people that may be older than me, but I don't feel so young sometimes, y'all. I don't feel so young. I wake up, I'm like, oh, what the hell is this? Oh, what is that hurting? Right? Sometimes it's not pretty. I'm like, man, getting older kind of sucks sometimes. See, I'm gonna put some more vegetable broth in here, right? Because it looks like it's gonna need just a little bit more broth. But I have it simmering. How does this look? Yes, I love my soups, y'all. I love my soups, Okay, so let me see. you watching episodes of Home Improvement. I love his new show. I didn't really watch Home Improvement, but I love. Well, it's not a new show, but Last Man Standing, and I like the original cast. When they changed Mandy, they changed Mandy. Mandy was an intricate part of Last Man Standing. That girl was crazy as hell. She was crazy as hell, but she decided not to come back because I think the show was on for multiple years. So she decided not to come back. Now, I do freeze my celery sometimes. Most of the time, it's not going into a soup. I hate when it gets stringy like this, though. I do not like that because then it gets in my mouth and I'm like, ah. But okay. I sometimes put celery in my green smoothies. If I'm making a green smoothie with green apples and kale and kiwi, I will put with spinach, or I don't put kale. Let me stop lying. I don't put kale in my smoothies. It's too hard. I put spinach in there. But I will put this in there. I will put this in there. But like I told you, this is the only way I will eat celery, is if it is cooked. I can't eat raw celery. I can't. I don't have the taste buds for that. But yeah, I God rest her soul. I couldn't believe it. Like we had lost touch. She wasn't on Facebook. I looked for her on Facebook. She was on Messenger, so I couldn't change my name on Facebook, right? Somebody was hating on me that some people have boo boo whatever as their names on Facebook, right? And but for me, someone when I changed my it was Naturals by Shantae, the hair products that I make, right? So I changed my name to that on Facebook, and someone contacted Facebook, right? Now it had to be somebody I know, because who the hell gonna contact Facebook and say that's not her real name if it's not somebody I know, that's somebody that was hating on me. And they did it. So they were like, "Oh, you got to prove, you got to use your regular name." And it's crazy because this I just saw that today on Facebook with somebody, and they were like, "Oh, Facebook made me change it to," and I was like, "Why? Do Facebook not see some of these names? Kick boots, rocking the boots, rocking it's just stupid ass names, and we know that that's not your name." So I don't understand sometimes. So I felt like if she wanted to reach out, she could have reached out. She could have found me on. You can find me on social media. I'm not hidden. You can find me on social media. But when someone messaged me and was like, "Did you hear about so and so and so and so?" And I had just left the gym because that's my life. That's my man. My man name is Jim. Okay, that's my man. My man. My man. So I had just left the gym, LA Fitness. I remember. I think I had just left Zumba, and yeah, because that's all I go to LA Fitness for is Zumba. So I had just left Zumba, and someone messaged me on, I think it was Instagram, and was like, "Did you hear about so and so and so and so?" And my heart dropped. And I'm like, "My so and so and so and so?" And they was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What happened?" They was like, "She died." I was like, "What the F?" Right? I didn't know she had cancer. I didn't know any of that. So that's when I found they sent me the screenshot. So they screenshotted my goddaughter's page, right? And my goddaughter was mad. She's very secretive, but shit, her dude got her off her dude shouldn't have been dating her. He was Jamaican, he was 20 some odd years old, and she was 16, right? But we know that happens far too often. It happened to her mom, unfortunately. And, some people are looking for people to take care of them. Money, money, money. You got money, money, money. It's just so she sent that. So I sent her a message. I was like, "Is this true?" And she was like, "Yeah." Now, I didn't have to fly. I flew home. I was taking a summer class. I flew home. That plane ticket was $700 and some odd dollars. But I was like, well, I have to go. I can't not go. You know what I mean? I have to go. So I went. I went. And then somebody tried to give me their child. I was like, "What in the hell is going on here?" My goddaughter's friend, she was like, "Me and her been best friends since childhood." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm saying to myself, "I ain't never seen you before, but all right." Hmm. That girl was trying to mess with my goddaughter's man. She came there. She didn't have. She just came there to get money. And when she stole the grandmother's shoes. This was a mess. Yo, this was a hot ass mess. Oh God, this was a hot mess. She just stole the grandmother's shoes. The grandmother still talking about that. That girl, she better send me back my shoes. My goddaughter was like, "Grandma, you're not getting them shoes back, right? You want me? Them shoes was expensive." She was like, "Grandma, I'll buy you another pair of shoes." The girl talking about some she ain't have any money. So what did I do? I blessed her. That's what I do. I blessed her. God, that's probably why I'm so blessed. But I blessed her, and she had a nerve to tell my goddaughter, "Oh, your godmom gave me $100. I was gonna ask for more." I said, "This bitch." She was like, uh-oh. Okay. She was like, "Do you want to?" 93 minutes. Oh, it's almost 5:30. Oh, go. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. But the girl was trying to give me her child. She was trying. I was like, I don't live on the East Coast. Yeah, it's fine. I said, "I'll be damned." But they called the little girl problem child. They called her a problem child. And it's like, well, if you favor one child over the other, some of these children, well, they just want attention, right? They just want attention. And if you favor one over the other, then it's going to be some problems. Yo, yes. J-Cat, come over and get a bowl. You can come over and get a plate. Hey, Kathy Strauss, how you doing? We just finished. Okay, so now let me plate my food. Let me plate my fish. Let me get a plate. I'm going to get a real plate. And since I'm feeling great today, we're going to plate it on the red plate. Okay. And then we're going to go and take this out because this rice smells like, oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Lord Jesus, God, it smells bad. Lord Jesus, God, it smells bad. Okay. I just told y'all a little story, but I'm always telling y'all stories. But my thing is I want to live. So I'm incorporating how some of the white people eat. Black people always want to make fun, like, oh, white people don't eat anything. Their food be bland, this, that, and the third. Well, many of them be freaking skinny too. Okay. So, but I'm incorporating some other meals that will allow me to live a longer life. Now I could walk out here and get hit by a damn truck. Fine. I won't be dying from a food-related illness. I could tell you that. Me too. It's 8:30 on the East Coast and I didn't have dinner yet. Come on over, Kim. All of y'all are welcome. We got a big bowl of soup, a big pot of soup. Everyone's welcome. My stalker posted my address in the live yesterday, right? So let's talk about that as I plate my food. Now, why would someone come into someone's live and post someone's address? Why would they do that? What do they get out of posting my address? Right? And then people tell me, oh, that wasn't your stalker. Then who is it then? Because she's the only one. It's either her or in conjunction with my former security that is currently being prosecuted for my home invasion in the Gambia. His same age as me, a fiance girlfriend that gives him an allowance, and she just hate me because I guess your man should have told you what he was doing. But continental Africans, they can date multiple people. These women accept a lot of things that I wouldn't accept. I'm not going to say black women, because some black women accept a lot of things that I wouldn't accept either, right? So she's accepting a lot of things that I wouldn't accept. But why would someone come on and post your address? She lives at this place in this apartment number. Why? Well, B, that's not my address anymore. But this is why I'm suing that ugly fat bitch. This is why. Because for someone to hate you that much, I'm not a celebrity. I don't have a master's degree like she says. My mother didn't leave me a house. So why are you so jealous about me? Why are you so jealous of me? Because I'm a real person. And you're a fake ass ugly bitch. Which I'm sorry. You got to talk to God about that. God made you look the way you look. I didn't do it. I didn't have anything to do with that. I had nothing to do with how you were made. But yeah, someone sure came over here and posted my address yesterday. So when people come in here, this is why I say what I say. These black old people, and you notice I said these. I'm not talking about all black old people, right? Because I'm black and I'm old too, okay? But these black old people that I continue to complain about, this is why I be complaining about them. Because they're freaking miserable. But if you post anything about her, she's going to run to YouTube and say, oh my God, she put my face on Shrek. Well, I didn't do it. But she put in a copyright complaint. But she doesn't own Shrek. Disney owns Shrek. And it's like, well, that's her face. Well, she has everybody else's face posted on her page talking negative. She found a picture of me when I had first started my weight loss journey, my fitness lifestyle. And someone said, "Oh, she looked like she one cheeseburger away from," and I'm like, "Bitch, I don't even look like that. I don't even look like that anymore." Oh God, God help our people. God, please help our people. God, please help our people. It's food that's beneficial and not just satisfy taste buds. I agree, Kim. I just don't know why she's so jealous of me, because she has more than I have. I guess she's just jealous of my energy. She's just jealous of who I am as a person. I can't do anything about that. I'm happy that I'm not like that. I'm not going to sit there and be jealous of someone just because they are pretty, they have a nice shape, they lost $16,000, they started a foundation. These are all the things that she said she's been to, I don't know how many countries in Africa. Then why you're a teacher in Dayton, Ohio? You say you have your master's degree, you're so educated, this, that, and the third, but you act like a ghetto hood booger. Why? Everything that I did, she could do better if she tried, right? But some people don't want to try. Some people would just rather, I forgot to put my cilantro in here in the soup. So let me do that real quick. It's just easier for some people to just hate on you and hate on you and hate on you. And that's normal. That comes with this type of, I don't want to say job, right? Because YouTube is not my 9 to 5. Maybe one day it'll be, but I don't, yeah, I'm not going to go into that. I'd rather show you all what I'm doing instead of creating content just for YouTube. If you understand what I'm saying, like I have a business doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. I share that with YouTube and not as YouTube as being my job. But I don't understand. And I'm not a celebrity, but this is what happens with celebrities when people stalk them. And I'm just like, who does this? You know? And then the fact that the school gave her my voicemail when she posted my goddamn address. And then she's like, oh, you see, she sounds crazy. How would you feel if somebody posted your damn address? I don't know, the gaslighting. And this woman is 60 years old. 60 years old. Like, damn, are you ever going to grow up? No, she old and stuck in her ways. But I guess she just hate who I am because I have light and she's darkness. But I can't do anything about that. That's your problem. That sounds like a personal problem, right? Okay, so I put the cilantro in there. And now let's plate this fish. Does this not look delicious? Does this not look, can y'all see it? The light is wowing, right? Oh, I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. It looks like it has bacon in it and everything, and it doesn't, but that's just the light from coming in through the top window. Okay, so now let's do this. Let's get this fish on this plate. Can I taste it? Yeah, this is nasty. Just kidding. This tastes really good together. Okay. Who said that? Mandy? Just put it together. Now, this is a lot of cilantro, right? This is a whole lot of cilantro. I'll put cilantro galore on the fish. I put cilantro galore in here. But hey, I'm channeling my inner Latin flavor because they put cilantro on everything too, right? Oh my God. This looks so good, y'all. It's not about material things. It's about the inside. They know what they're lacking. It's really sad. It is. It is. And it comes with the territory. People make videos about you, whatever. But when they start posting defamatory content, they start posting illegal stuff because YouTube says that you cannot post someone's personal information. She posted my address. and YouTube did nothing. So I'm not supposed to add Google to the lawsuit per a lawyer in Ohio. Oh, you can't sue Google. Well, I don't think this lawyer is. Well, what is he? Because he was just faking fucking phony then when he called me. Because did they not sue Google? And I want to send him that. I'm going to send him that article. I'm going to send it to him. Sir, I thought you said that you can't sue Google. I sure am going to send it to him. Little short line ass piece of shit who was probably sent by the others. Wow. I didn't put. Y'all, I think it's 5:30. Where's my salsa? Shantae, where's your salsa? ¿Dónde está mi salsa? I know I just put it back in the refrigerator. Where? Oh, it's right here in my face. Okay. This is my salsa verde that I made. Yes, I've been ODing off of this. So let's put a little bit in here on the side. Right? When there's that Gambian talking about some, oh, I know it tastes good, but it don't look good. What can you say now, Sam? All of these piece of shit people I met through Blackset. These people are diabolical. He was like, I don't want to talk about any negativity. Well, you ain't go through nothing. I only want to talk about the good things in Gambia. Where you are delirious, ninja. You only talking about the good things of that country? Please. I know he's struggling to talk about those good things. People on YouTube talk about some, come to Africa. I said, see? You see? They go and they do something that's not the norm, and they're telling you to come to Africa. Now you come there and then you suffer, and they will turn their fucking backs on you. These are black people. Sadly. Those are the black people you need to stay the hell away from now. Those are the ones you stay away from. Whether they have money or not, they're full of shit. They have created something for themselves in Africa, and now they're stuck, and they want you to come there and be stuck with them and not sleep at night and curse all the time because these people are diabolical. Damn, this soup smells good as hell. Woo! And it smells a little bit spicy. So what do y'all think? What do you all think? Yes, time to eat. I wish you would meet and greet. You would do a meet and greet because I'm going to be in Phoenix in about a week or two, a dinner party perhaps. That would be so nice, but I'm so scared. Right? I met up with someone. I met someone here. Not met up. I met her in school. See? Bones. And she ended up talking to my stalker. So I wish I could do that. It would be so nice to meet up with like-minded, kind-hearted folk. That would be excellent. Maybe one day. Right? Do a meetup and we all take a cooking class. Is that a bone? Or is that fish? That's fish. And just do a cooking class. Take a cooking class. That would be excellent. Because I love to cook. I love to eat. So this broccoli. Hold on. Freaking bones. This broccoli. You heard a crunch? It's cooked just like I like it. Just a little steam. Y'all, I'm about to sit down and mash this up. Right? Thank you to everyone who has watched. Yeah, I can't. I just need to make more. I just need to be prepared for it because a lot of YouTubers, and I'm not even a big YouTuber, right? But a lot of YouTubers won't do a meet and greet unless it's secured or unless it's controlled. And that makes sense because people are absolutely crazy nowadays, right? People are Looney Tunes. I never thought that I would have a 60-year-old stalker that was trying to be my friend at first, right? I don't. So I do have to be very mindful because I'm like, and I'm never scared, right? I shouldn't say I'm never scared. I'm cautious, but if we in Arizona, Tay always gonna have her banger with her. One of them, I'm always gonna have one of my best friends with me, and I do have my favorite. Excuse me, but I'm always gonna have one of them with me. So if somebody get crazy, whew, if I'm in fear for my, I just don't want that. You know, I just don't want that. Not saying that any of you all are crazy, right? But just being mindful of what is happening in this world. Everyone that comes around isn't good peoples, right? And we don't want to find out later on down the line thinking someone's good and then they're horrible, like in the Tanner Horner, Athena Strand case, right? Let's talk about this. Let me do it like this. Let's do it like this. Okay. All right. We're about to die on battery, but let's do it like this. So I'm listening to a case of the Tanner Horner, Athena Strand. Ain't no freaking sun come. Ain't only sun. No breeze. I thought they said it was breezy in Phoenix. Can we get some of that wind? We're not getting a drop of that wind. Like, it's like, no, girl, go to hell, right? You're not getting any freaking, and I'm still not going to cut my hair on because, you know, I'm hot and sweaty. So why cut the hair on and then cool off? I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to be hot and sweaty. I'm going to eat this food. It's 5:43. I should be done in 15 minutes. And then I'm going to go and do this hair. Right? Shouldn't take me long. I always say something shouldn't take me long and then it takes me forever. So I'm watching, I think it's called This Sun Is Right on Me. The sun is peeking through this window and it's right on me. Okay, so this was, I think this is called, what is it, Hidden Truth? Okay. I think it's called Hidden Truth Network. Let me see. Let me move this. It is called Hidden True Crime. And at first, I thought it was AI because she looked like she wasn't moving. The mouth was moving faster. The words weren't equal. But I think she is real. Now, it says inside the truck, audio confession, and a devastating timeline, Athena Strand trial. Now, I've been periodically in and out of this video all day long. It's 2 hours and 53 minutes. Right? I've been in and out of this video all day long, and I'm just like, I did not know all of this regarding this Tanner dude and with that little girl. The fact that the little girl, her last note in her journal in school was in regards to stranger danger. And then her last day of school, she had a bad day. She got in trouble for talking. She was talking too much. So the teacher had to send her home with, oh, I should have took a picture of this. The teacher had to send her home with a note. Now, the fact that this dude went to someone, I think it was the day before, he was in the car, in the vehicle, and he asked, "Oh, are your parents home?" What delivery driver asked, "Is someone's parents home?" He was fishing. He was fishing. So I've been looking at this, and I know people that watch me for food may not watch me for true crime and things like that. But I don't know if he's going to get the death penalty. I think the case lasted this video, I think, is how many days ago was this? Let me see. Oh no, this was 23 hours ago. I'm in awe. So the stepmom and the biological father ended up breaking up, which makes sense, right? It's hard enough for biological parents to stay together. So, after their biological child was killed or taken or unalived or whatever. So you can imagine how hard it would be for the step parents. And I don't know if the husband was there, but the little girl had just got back from Oklahoma of spending time with her mother for the holidays. And we're talking about Athena Strand, the 7-year-old that was unalived by the FedEx driver. Yeah, the family probably gonna sue FedEx, right? But she had just got back from being with her mom in Oklahoma. She was getting ready for the holidays. The stepmom had bought her the 6 Barbie, you can be whoever you want Barbie. And the delivery driver came, and the child excited. Oh my God, my toy, my Barbie doll. He took her. Now he pled guilty as of day one. Day one of the trial, he pled guilty. And so, most of the time when people plead guilty, it's like, okay, we can just go into the sentencing phase. Not in Texas, or not in this specific case, right? This is a capital murder case. So they're seeking the gas chamber, right? They're seeking the unalive penalty, right? So mm, mm, mm. First day he pleads guilty, but they still have to go through the evidence phase for the jury, because the jury has to hear the evidence, see the evidence, and determine if he should get life in prison or the death penalty. And so the families have to sit through all of this. Have y'all seen how this man was living? In squalor. Trash everywhere. Now, what's crazy is I think in one house, he lived like in a shed with his wife. Did they say wife? Wife or child's mother and him. If you saw how nasty that place was, I'm like, someone had a baby with this dude and lived with him like this? Google it. How did the FedEx driver live? It was disgusting. Then they had trash in between both of the houses. It was 3 markers. One was Athena's sock, the blue sock, the turquoise sock. The other one was a child's pair of blue jeans. And when they picked it up, when they finally picked it up, you could see the other sock in there. And then the last one was the child's undergarments. And the delivery driver. Now, thank God he delivered the item, the package, because if he would have kept the package, They wouldn't have known it was a delivery driver. Because the package was there, now the troopers are like, oh, wait. Or the Texas Rangers are like, where did this package come from? So then they go through a third party and they find out he was the driver. So then he tells the police, well, law enforcement, I did see a blue van. A green van. Now the police going to look for the green van. He confessed though. He confessed this is why I don't understand why he confessed and then it's like, oh, I'm going to plead not guilty. You confessed. But I think the day of the trial, in my opinion, I feel like his people, his defense attorneys said, look, Ninja, I've seen the discovery. And they have so much evidence on you. You need to plead guilty and see if you can get a less sentence. Did y'all see that? I have to be careful when I eat this because this has a lot of bones. So, but I don't know if they told him, okay, you can plead guilty and get a less, try to get the less sentence. Maybe you'll get life in prison instead of the death penalty. But I think it's going to be worse because they have to sit through and listen to all this evidence. So I think it's going to be way worse, right? So now I'm at the part where I'm almost halfway through, where he's confessing to law enforcement at the police station. And he's like, he's saying like, oh, I'm not going to see my child again. Can you just give me 1 month and blah, blah, blah. You're complaining about not seeing your child again when you just confessed to unaliving a 7-year-old? How narcissistic is that? He's whining, I'm not going to see my child again. You should have thought about that before you went and delivered a package and snatched up someone's child. And the little girl said, I'm going to tell. No. One thing about little Athena is, little Athena, they call her precocious. They call her outspoken. That's what they say about me when I was younger. And I know it's by the grace of God that because there were certain situations where I could have ended up dead. I went to school. Well, before I went to this school, before I moved to New Jersey, there was a girl named Kiana Dees. And Kiana Dees was 13 years old. Kiana Dees went to the Asbury Park school. I'm thinking middle school because she was 13. Right? Kiana Dees wanted to go to a party one night, and her mother said no. Kiana Dees went anyway. Kiana Dees never made it home that night. They found Kiana Dees, and you can Google this. Asbury Park, Kiana, I think it's spelled with a K and an E, Keana, Dees, Dees or Deas. Her mother worked for the Asbury Park Board of Education. I don't think she worked for the Board of Education. She did work at the school. She worked in the snack aisle. Right? The children come to eat chips, drinks, snacks. They go straight to the snack aisle. She worked there for years. But Miss Dees, she would smile, but you always saw the sadness in her eyes. Because for over 20 years, no one knew what happened to Kiana. No one was held accountable for what was done to Kiana. We knew what happened to her, but no one was held accountable. Her brothers grew up, in not the best light because they're angry with law enforcement that they didn't find the killer of her brother, of their sister, right? Miss Dees, she did a walk every year Do you know when I moved to New Jersey, I did the walk with them because I couldn't believe it. She was my age. But the people I went to school with, they did not. I never saw them walk and I'm just like, but y'all live here. Like, I don't know. I just, people are just different. People are just different. I've always been, oh, let's do this for the community. But I've always that's probably why I get the short end of the stick, right? I'm the dummy for believing in humanity, for wanting justice for people. So when they found Kiana, it was behind a church. I think it was like the church was on a dead end. It was behind a church. And it made it look like a man did it because she was all right, so I'm just gonna say this. I don't want this to get copywritten, but it's the S word and a tree branch was involved. So you kind of know what I'm saying, right? So of course people thought a man did this. A man did this. We found out recently that her friend did this to her. A female. A female killed her. They said a boy was involved, that it was over a boy, her own friend. Now, the girl had eventually moved to the Carolinas, but I think DNA is what connected her to the case. And but just think about it. If she was 13 at that time, happy Saturday, Tracy in Arizona. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave this soup. I'm going to cut it off and just let it continue to cook on the thing, but the soup is done. So imagine a family waiting for justice for over 20 years and then just to be told, well, at that time when that happened, she was only 13. So we can only give her the time. We can only sentence her to whatever the law says at that time for a 13-year-old. It's just sad, man. Sometimes I'm like, I see why people go postal and just say, you know what, just F it. I'm just gonna take them out. I'm just gonna take them out. Not everybody else, but I'm just gonna take them out. I understand. I understand because this girl lived, she didn't live a great life, right? Of course she didn't live a great life because she know that she unalived her friend and she was 13. Are you that angry? What's going on in your home that there are teenage child unalivers? They call them killer kids. So it's just so sad. Now, the police did question her back then. I don't know if they thought she did it because most of the time the police are just like, no, that's a child. They're not doing that. That's a child. So they questioned her, but they didn't have any evidence, so they had to let her go. Bones. And that kind of just, not that this man was 13, but it made me think about Kiana. I don't know why this case made me think about her, but It's just amazing to me. Kiana is forever, she's forever 13. And a lot of times young people don't want to listen to their parents. You know, we as young people growing up, we think, "Oh, they don't know what the hell they talking about. They don't know what they're talking about." And we think we know everything. I see my mother arguing with my 5-year-old nephew. I don't like it like this. You don't? Okay, let me fix it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't do this for us. This is why our generation is so damn tough and hard because we didn't get them. Oh, it's okay, baby. You don't want to eat this? Let me go make this for you. So when we talk about D4VD last night and him being arrested, shout out to Unforgivable Sins for posting some key facts about the case. And to know that God rest her soul, but you know, the girl, the 14-year-old girl Celeste, she kept running away from home. She kept running away from home. You run away from home and you keep running back to this dude because what? He's a celebrity, and it's like, oh my God, I got him. And not only does he unalive you, but then he dismember you, allegedly. But I knew he was going down sooner or later. They find somebody unalive in your trunk. Well, sooner or later they are coming for you, man. This is why he canceled his tour. This is why he did all these things. He went into hiding, but they found your ass, didn't they? Now it's just unfortunate that the young lady, the young girl, because that's what she was, a young girl, that she lost her life by not listening to her parents. And it's sad because I think about like, wow, what in the world? Shoot, it's 6 o'clock. Let me eat. What were her last thoughts? Man, I should have listened to my parents. So Athena is different. When you see, when Tanner, the guy, the FedEx driver, when he found out her name, when the um when the detective kept saying her name, he was like, I'm, you know, we're gonna say her name. I'm gonna honor her and say her name. Tyson. I went to school with a Tyson Tanner, so that's how my name, the names are just kind of messing me up. But Tanner says, "Oh, Athena, Greek, beautiful Greek." Something. It was just weird what he was saying, and it's like, "Oh, her name is Greek," and you know, the the detective was like, "Yeah," and just went back to what he wanted to say. Right? He was the guy acted like the FedEx driver tried to act like he had an alternate personality named Zero. And Zero is the one that directed them to the body. So they asked the detective, like, you know, why did you call him by a different name? He said, I would have called him whatever he wanted me to call him to find out what happened to this girl. So it's really, I mean, I look at these shows and look at these stories, and I'm just, it's like when I look at intervention, it's sad, but I can't turn away because I'm just like, what the fuck? Do you ever have, phone about to shut down. You just ever have a what the F moment with some of these true crime stories? I do. I love you all very much. You know, I will sit here and talk to you all for hours, but I can't. And the phone is dying, so I need to charge it up. I may see y'all because I'm going to, after I finish eating, I'm going to do my hair. But I may see you all in a couple hours when I do my hair because I'm going to finish watching this. If someone wants to hop on and watch it with me, fine. If not, fine. But I'm just in awe at how messed up people are, and that this little girl had to lose her life because of this sick, psychotic, narcissistic individual. And with that being said, let me pick up this bone. I love you all. Have a great Saturday.